Tremendous job on this film. I was curious though, how did what you knew about him change from when you started to when you actually maybe researched or talked to people that knew him?
I had no real impression of him clearly, other than like this sort of dictator general who everyone said was insane, mad. I had no other impression than that. It was like a postage stamp image. And so going there and like talking to the Ugandans who have like a very mixed point of view of Idi Amin, and talking to his family, talking to his brothers and sisters, you start to fill out this person and who he is, and totally, it's completely different than the way I originally thought.
I was totally sucked in because I was completely oblivious, So here's my first of your portrayal. I'm sucked into this good humor, charming guy, and then as we watch this arc, we see this monster develop. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering, I guess there's gonna be a lot of people like me who maybe weren't familiar to see what. Did you feel that there was a responsibility to keep it in any way accurate? Because James' character was all made up, yet you're dealing with a real person.
Well, I felt a complete responsibility to this man, in a way, but to definitely to the Ugandans and to the African continent. I was trying. I'm playing a figure that is one of the more important figures in the world playing field that people know. It's one of the few African figures. They know Nelson Mandela. They know and people know Idi Amin. They don't know all the figures, and so it was very important to me to try to do it in an honest and real way.
I've talked to you before in print and roundtable settings, and I've always found you to be very shy and quiet. And yet there's this scene, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, completely wrong, but there's a scene, I was watching the B-roll when your character's out there, he's out there, and he's talking to the people, doing public speaking. And I'm thinking, that just seems so opposite of what I think you are. How was that scene, especially when you're dealing with the people?
Crowds?
Yeah, the crowds. And
actually, what was great about it is I was like pretty much totally in character. But when I come out there and I start speaking to them, the audience starts responding back in their way, and it was like really empowering. Because they're making sounds and yelling and screaming, the name of Amin, and like this call to arms that the Choli do, like, like as they're getting ready to go into battle. It was very empowering.
You get totally sucked into that. It's almost like, because you don't get you used to getting any kind of response, I guess, when you do.
No, and they don't know because they don't. They're just people that come around. Some of them aren't even. They're just kind of there, so they're not thinking, we can't speak while he's doing this. We can't do this. They just like responding, and it was really alive.
Cool. Can you talk a little bit then about some of the reactions of other as you went on, like on location and so forth? Were the people that obviously it was that people liked him or hated him, but how did they feel about you guys being in there doing this?
But it seemed to me that people were very excited that we were doing something in Uganda. And that we were telling this story because he's an important figure in their history. A large part of the crew was Ugandan, and each time we would go into places, hopefully they would try to like leave something. If we'd be building roads to get to the place, which weren't there, and so the people were excited, and it left a lot of money in the economy, which is a good thing.
There is a lot of in the beginning of the movie. It's enjoyable, fun. Having. What was more enjoyable to you, the roping, the riding, the dancing, or playing the accordion? You should have a lot.
Oh, the roping, riding, dancing, accordion.
Really?
I like the accordion. because I had learned a bunch of songs on the accordion. And I would play it almost every night in my room, I even got to a place where I thought I could improvise on it. I didn't play, there's like a couple of accordions. Mine was just like button accordion, buttons on both sides, whereas like, you see the keyboard one. I didn't use that one. Actually, he didn't use that one. I used the one that he used exactly.
Your finest work so far. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Man.